look up. So many. Oh my God. So many.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Rams going up against the Cardinals.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Arizona Cardinals. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. It's Morris. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Again, it's Hill. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw now on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
We saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. 12 more yards there and another first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 30 down to about the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And he's got it up and through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss. He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Detroit! Here we go now. 3-19. Here we go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Now it's Newton. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. That one goes for 24 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Looking for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. To throw again, Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Third and 4. To the air again, Newton. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. From the gun, here's Newton. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, Hill. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, he'll drop to throw it. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, That's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They run it again with Hill. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The Rams on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. They set up the screen to Hill. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Edwards. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Off play action. Newton. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Dominic Easley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, Newton. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. To go here in the first half. More from the desert after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Morris. Give him 30 yards there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, they run with Hill, and that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And now a 1st down following that long gain. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Rams on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They go play action here on 1st down. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They'll come out in the pistol. Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So 2nd and 10 here. And they're going to go soft on the corners. 2nd and 10. Newton again. And incomplete on the deep ball. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues. To build who's going to make the big play.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. It's complete to Robinson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Hill. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Set. 319. 319.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Morris. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st down, Hill, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Back to throw here. Going deep for Hopkins. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The Rams on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. Green.
They'll look to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Second down following the run. Now back to throw. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So out now come the Cardinals. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. To throw is Newton. They've got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They fake the give. Newton. He's going to launch this thing way down. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Handoff as they run the counter play. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. They'll try the air now with Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Aaron Donald in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Operating from the gun, Newton. They find some open field here. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a 1st down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Brad Nordman now. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Brad Nordman now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin the drive with Hill. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage. So I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Rams on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff handoff as they run left side. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And once again, Hill, he's been busy. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Now let's go. Detroit. Set.
They'll run on first down. Hill, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Five yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now carry number 20 here for Hill. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Hill. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here we go now. No, check, Patriot.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, L.A.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here we go now.
They run the counter now on first down. And he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Yeah, baby.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee.
Let's go. 319. 319.
Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee.